because Mochi is in the championship right now, Wilcox is the leader because Mochi has one loss and Wilcox doesn't. That's a big factor. But so he's the favorite of the remaining. Steve Sachs just got beat, but he's got one loss and he can continue. Ryan Ribello. I would love to have Ryan Ribello join me for this match. Thank you, Ryan Ribello from Canada. And Ryan, congratulations. I know you took second in the UBC, but your PR was so amazing. You're playing great, and I just can't believe that. I feel mad that somebody your age can play this good. I've been playing 71 years. How many years you been playing?
Like 5.
5 years? Yeah, he's got, and his PR is 5 times as good as mine. Just not fair. So what do you think about this match? Oliver Mochi, of course, Mochi was a big favorite going in, I would think. Was he a big favorite?
I wouldn't say as big as you would think, just because although Mochi's PR is certainly better, Oliver has actually won a ton of super jackpots in the past couple of years.
Oh, yeah. He should skip the Open championships and just play super jackpots.
That's what I would do if I was him.
Yeah,
sure.
he's made a lot of money in this game. Did he ever go back to college, or did he decide he's making enough money playing backgammon?
I mean, it's pretty hard to make a full-time playing backgammon, but if anyone could do it,
do you know who dropped out of college to play backgammon?
You.
No. You know who dropped out of college to play backgammon?
Who?
A guy named Mochi. And he was in one of the top, I think the top university in Japan. How do you think his parents felt about that at the time? They might have wanted to kill him. But he travels a lot with his mother, so I'm sure she's happy with his choice. And, of course, he's made a very nice living out of it.
Sure.
All right, we're getting ready to start. We will have an XG feed. You can see the feed for Joe Russell and Jorgen. They both are very unhappy with their play. They've made some real major blunders. The most amazing one was when I saw Jorgen make a 0.4 checker error and then immediately double Joe, who made a 0.4 error by dropping the cube. And that's something you won't see two world champions do very often. And Joe was not happy with his performance, but he's certainly thrilled with the win. Did you see the end of that match?
I did, in fact, see the end of
Wow.
the match.
The odds are got to be against Joe. The odds of rolling a 1 in 3 rolls are very, very high.
Yeah, you got quite lucky there.
What are the odds of rolling a 1 in 3 rolls? Are you good at that stuff?
No idea. You know I'm not good at that.
No idea?
You know I'm not good at that kind of stuff.
So here we are, one of the best players in the world sitting next to me, and I could bring somebody else who's one of the best players in the world, like Joe Russell or Mochi, and they could tell you the odds exactly in about 3 seconds. So there's a mathematical approach to this game, and there's a visual, an experiential approach, and that's what Ryan brings to the game.
No, there's no math in this game. You don't need math.
Yeah.
You don't need it. I mean, it's cool that
I wish you were completely right. What about a cube action where it's an 8 cube and you're trying to figure out whether you're equity or if you take or pass?
Well, unless it's a race, which is a very simple formula. Besides that, you should.
These players are trying to learn how to set up the board. Right now, they're having trouble.
Oh, they're flipping sides.
They're a little mixed up on setting up the board.
They want to put Oliver as the red guys
You
because
saw what
it's
happened
better colors.
you saw what happened at the beginning of Joe's match.
With the 13 checker game.
Yeah, the 13 checker game. It went to the end without either of them noticing it. It was amazing. And the match got canceled. The game got canceled, and it might have affected the outcome. Jorgen gave up 1 point, and he lost the match by 1 point.
All right, the transcriber's going to have to pull out some tricks here because he has to change the score to 4-2 to 15. See if he knows how to do it.
Yeah, the transcriber needs to catch up, and I think he will. Aziv is a great transcriber. I don't know. The previous part of the match was recorded by Mochi. He plays it on his own. I don't know if there's any way to transfer it and start from there.
No, there's no way to do that.
So we'll start from here, which is good enough.
There's still plenty of match to go here.
There's a lot of money. This is already getting into the money rounds.
I think if you win this match, you're in the money.
If you win this match, you're in the money, and we're talking about 78,000 euro for the winner of this event.
It's more than the regular super for
It's
sure.
16 players at $7,500 each, 7,500 euro each. Do they have dollars in Canada? What do they use there?
We use dollars. It's just not as good as the Canadian dollar.
The Canadian dollar.
Or the American dollar, I mean.
Where's the Canadian dollar?
Canadian dollar is about 1.23.
1.23 American dollars?
I think so.
So Canadian dollars worth more?
No, less.
It's the opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the opposite. So
Let's
you do
see.
need math in life, even if you don't need it in backgammon.
Yeah, but I suck at math, though. There it is there. 0.72.
0.72, okay. All right, this should be a very great thing to watch. Mochi is always so focused every single time he plays.
The loonies and toonies, yeah.
Watching the chat, keep an eye on
Paul
it.
Swain. He's a cool guy.
Paul Swain, old friend.
MCG's in there. It's Ian Squire seems like Oliver's dad, although I could be wrong.
All right, Matt Kungai is one of the guy I can rely on for quick math. 63%.
Yeah, I'll trust him.
Sounds about right.
I have no idea what's right or not.
Well, it's not hard.
Hope and pray you don't roll an ace.
It's not hard. 2 out of 36 is 1 out of 18,
Sure.
which is about 5.5% times 3 times, and it adds up. But
You should relocate to Toronto. Jeez, no thanks. Toronto is massive and it's crowded and it's not fun.
I happen to like Vancouver, and I also
Vancouver's
like
very
Montreal and Toronto, but Vancouver's my favorite city in Canada because I like to ski too, and I like Whistler.
Yeah, sure.
I'm going skiing in Christmas. I'm going to Aspen over in Christmas, and I may go skiing in northern Toronto in January. There's some skiing up in northern Toronto that I understand is kind of mediocre, but I have friends to go with.
Is there really a big backgammon scene in Toronto? I haven't seen it when
No,
I've been.
there's not. There used to be, but I mean, if you call Sal Patelli a big backgammon scene, you've got a big backgammon scene.
If you want to play backgammon, you got to go to New York or Miami in this States.
New York or Miami. That, by the way, where do you think I spend 50% of my time and the other 50% of my time?
Jamaica?
No, 50% in New York and 50% in Florida.
All right. What about Jamaica?
Oh, I spend a good deal of time there, too. That's true. Jamaica, September 24th for the tournament, but I go there often. There's great shoe-ed action, just great people there. That's one of the reasons I go to Jamaica. I love the people, and I love red stripe beer. The ganja, I'm not into. It's one of the vices I don't have is smoking ganja. Probably because I have asthma. Not that I have any moral problems with people who smoke grass, but.
All right, here we go.
All right, here we go.
4-2 from Mochi to 15. What are the match equities at this score? Guess who doesn't know that?
The match equities at this score, I have no idea. I would say Mochi's favored by 56%.
This is a small mistake by
58%?
Oliver. He's supposed to do the minor split just because you don't want him to point on you from the 8. 6-1 will bring a builder down to the 7. It creates some more structure or more builders for the points you want to make. Double 4s is great, but it just makes 2 points and points on the head. And if he dances, Oliver can start thinking about the double. Would you cube here if Mochi danced, Phil?
I would always cube Mochi. Any chance I get, I cube Mochi. I've had some great luck against Mochi playing live because I gamble like crazy.
Well, double 1 is obviously nowhere near a double now. It's an excellent joker from the roof.
Make sure your mic is on.
It is.
Okay.
2.
More into the mic for the folks here.
2-1 makes the anchor. We know this. 6-4 is
Hits.
a great joker
It's
from
a hit.
Mochi again.
That's a big joker.
Sure, why not? Thank you. That's a nice roll. Brings 2 down, just makes the 11 because you don't want to play 11 to 9. And Mochi will look for a good response from the bar here. That's not really
That's
it.
a
but
mediocre
I think
response.
He should just come out, yes, and XG agrees with me.
A lot of people wouldn't come out here. It's a triple shot.
Yeah, you must come out because look what Red's gonna do next time. He's just gonna build one of his 5 points or the bar. So you gotta fight
Wow.
from making the 5 points.
I know it's right, but I'm telling you, lots of people miss this play. It's hard to look at that. Look at that. Mochi does that a lot. He looks at the bad play and makes sure it's bad, and then he makes the right play. That's typical of Mochi's checker. Oh my God, he made the blunder. It's a double blunder for Mochi.
Let's see if Oliver can show him why this is a blunder.
I don't feel bad about being unsure of that play. I feel pretty good now if Mochi made that blunder.
Yeah, 5 must come out here. The question is what to do with the 2. Both sliding to the 14 and coming in seem pretty reasonable. I think I would just come in because it's a simple play and you want to sort of play 8-6.
Wow, that's an uncharacteristic blunder for Mochi.
You understand why he did it, though. He was a bit scared of the
I was scared to death.
Oliver's blitzing threats, but he should have been more scared of his priming.
And he wrote a book on priming versus blitzing. It's a new book that he wrote with his portion of the book with Mark Olson.
3-2, you must split now. It split is forced because once again, red is about to prime you. So you have to create some sort of flexibility with the back checkers, and the only 3 is just 5-2, which is XG.
Yeah, he got it right. He got that one right. And 5-2 is correct. Most of the time, you're going to see Mochi make the right play.
5-2 is a double hit. That's a good roll, actually.
Look at those PRs. Mochi's at 15.6. What were the odds of seeing that?
Nice. I'm pretty sure it's less than that.
No, it's right now. It's the course of the match. You want to bet the over/under on 15 for Mochi, huh?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, sure. Give me 1,000,000 to 1 odds, and I might think about it.
It's just because there's only been so few decisions since the transcribers took over. So 2-6 is a good roll. It comes out, of course. You have to create flexibility from the back. Mochi can actually claim this game here with a good roll. That counts. That hits from the 15 and hits from the 22, which is a brilliant
How
jump.
about making the 2-point?
No, you don't make the 2. You just want to create. You just want to spam the outfield.
See?
No, that's a huge mistake.
See? That was my play.
That's a huge mistake.
It is a mistake. Monster mistake.
But nevertheless, the cube should be coming here.
Wow. And he made
Maybe
that mistake
not
quickly.
4-2. But he's had 23 pips.
Mochi just made two
some
horrible
regrets.
plays that I would have made.
I guess he didn't see 2010. Yeah, it was weird. I would take it as, to be honest, as the red guys. I don't see how we get Gamon with 21 point and White still has plenty of work to do. But we can see this is actually a sizable pass if this is an even score, but because he's leading 4-2, it becomes
Oh, 2. It changes that much, huh?
Oliver passes it. It's not the end of the world.
No. Oh, it might even be right if you roll it out. .002 means nothing.
No, it's basically optional. I don't take it pass, but I like taking.
You're a taker.
I am a taker, yeah.
Well, it's better to take. It's better to receive than to give. No, I think that's the opposite in backgammon. Better to give than receive.
You mean the cube?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So we had a really bad game for Mochi PR-wise, and he was rewarded by winning the game. That's backgammon.
4-2 is a decent shot. Just comes down from the 11. Yeah, I don't think he saw 2010 because or else he would have made that. It was a bit strange to see him play 7-2 twice really fast like that. He needs a 5. He doesn't get it, but the ace will have to do to hit off the 5, of course. Olive Juice knows this one. Double 5 is great. I don't think he's gonna miss this one. Double 5 is a dance. And the question is whether Mochi wants to send the cube again.
Not this time.
You don't think so?
I don't think it's a cube.
Well, it's very borderline.
See how right I was, .015. No, .038 at plus plus.
If the scores are reversed, this will be a huge double.
I didn't think it was a double. 24-18 is right here. It should have come out.
That makes sense. Just to try to.
It's close though.
Try to get the checkers of the outfield when he's on the bar. Take advantage of a little tempo.
This play was close. It was close.
4-1 is not really a good roll. I would just come in and step up with the deuce to try to create an advanced anchor any way I can.
You're right. That's the right play. No.
This is not really a big mistake at all. Just try to kill some of Mochi's blitzing value.
Okay.
6-1's a good shake. Obviously makes the bar point.
I'm starting to like Mochi's game here.
2-1 is good. Just steps up from the 23 with both guys.
That's a must. Why not to the 10 point? It was more shots.
Because no, it's not more shots. It's just you want to come out from the back.
I see.
That's more important.
You want to have that 6 out. Okay. I think I would have found that it just took me. You and Mochi just found it faster. You might be one of the best fast players in the game too.
I think I am. Yeah.
You are. You play so damn fast.
Okay, so
you're hard on the commentaries.
Double 5, he must come out with twice, and then I would just make the ace. So, but that's actually a mistake to make my play. The right play is not what he's looking at. It's to play 13-8, level 1, 6-1, which is reasonable. I would play 21-16 twice and make the ace is to try to get my anchor into the outfield and take away a tempo by putting him on the bar at the same time.
And that play is tied. For tie with the plus makes it a tie. They're both close.
But his play is actually a sizable mistake. Why? Because it gives Mochi too much time and flexibility to play his numbers.
Yep, and that's what happened.
He gets punished for making the bar. 5-3 is not good. I guess it just makes the 3 or slots to 5. I think slotting the 5 here is probably better.
They're real close. It's pick 'em.
I would do this just because it's unstacking better and it's lost the point you want to make. But you can see the problems with it if Mochi tends to hit loose, and if you want to hit back, you can have a blot inside.
I'm slotting here.
5-1. That seems very reasonable. It duplicates the aces. I think I like the
He
play.
didn't slot. I didn't see the answer. But
Stun 4 was a
very close.
mistake. You don't want to give him the ace. 6-4. Okay, I guess you just want to come out.
this is right.
11-5 seems like a reasonable alternative, but Oliver found a very good play there.
Hit and continue.
Yeah, you can play 6-5 now.
Really?
Yeah, you're not scared of getting hit with the 3-6 or 4-5.
Wow, I would have played 9-8 without thinking. I guess it's nice to have that builder to either make the 9 point or to use it for building more points.
And when the opponent has two checkers,
Oh, the
gapped
two
out
blots,
two
yeah,
blots,
two
you're not
blots.
scared of getting hit in the outfield. There's no reason to do that. 1-5 should be a double now.
Is it a take?
Yes, it's a take.
I'm not sure it's a take. It's a solid double, solid take.
This is a take because White's gonna still have some trouble getting home from the 18 points. And there's not really an overly amount of gammons here, only one checker to pick up.
I would pass this. Down 14 pips.
This will be a pass if the score is reversed
Yeah.
because you're trailing. You got to sort of take your
Position,
chances.
race, and threats are all against me. I would pass. Although you're right, the score factors into it. Even when you're playing to 15, 5-2 matters enough, huh?
Yeah.
You take that into account in your thinking while you're playing. You
Well,
have to,
the way I do it is I see, okay, what would I do for money? This is probably like a borderline take pass decision because I'm trailing in the match. I need to take it and hope to send him a valuable 4 cube later.
So many players do that. What's the money situation and how does the match change it compared to money? So you do that most of the time, huh?
Nearly all the time, yeah.
Do you play a lot of money games?
Yeah, I like money games a lot.
You play them online mostly, right?
I've been practicing online money games on Galaxy for a long time now.
Uh-huh.
So
Well, then I
how's
know
the
I know
training?
what to do with you. I'm going to continue to play you Jin with the cube. That's my best shot with you.
It is
And you and I
fun.
played Jin with the cube. Isn't it a fun game?
I love the gym.
It's a love game.
Very
We got to do that more. Why don't you drop out of the tournament and play me some more?
Well, I'm out of everything anyway.
Oh, okay. Then tonight I'll see you at the card table.
All right.
You got my cards. I
What?
got another deck. I gave you that deck of cards. Oh, David took
Didn't I
them.
give it? Yeah, David grabbed
David
it.
took them. Okay. David Wells also plays Jim with the cube with us a lot. All right, this is a simple double, simple take. He's taking a lot of time on it. Would you say that Oliver's a deliberate player?
What do you mean by that?
Takes more time and he's slow and
Yeah,
deliberate.
Oliver's extremely slow.
I
playing.
would too.
He's not like me.
But look at Mochi's used up a lot more time on the clock so far in this short amount of time. But
Well-
Mochi made a couple of big errors fast this time so far. That's
Yeah.
not characteristic
Maybe
of
tell
Mochi.
Mochi to start playing it slow.
Mochi likes to get down to almost no time at the end, which I've never understood. It's a very nice cube.
I mean, MCG's right. There's no one on the bar, and Red's not under immediate threat. So, even though, let's say the worst scenario happens and White's able to make his 4 point with the 5-1, Red still has some chances by making his 2 inner board points, and then White's gonna have some trouble clearing from the 18 point. That's why this is a take.
So those checkers on the 18 point were farther back. It probably wouldn't even be a double.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's always a big factor.
He did pass.
He did pass. That's a not a blunder, but a pretty big error. I was passing. I'm like Oliver. So far, both players have made some mistakes, and they're exactly the same mistakes I would have made. Maybe I should be playing in this division. If you'll back me, I'll play next time. I need somebody to
Sure,
put up
why
the
not?
$7,500.
I don't have that kind of dough to get rid of.
Me neither.
4-1. Mochi's not gonna slot here.
Mochi likes to slot with 4-1.
Yeah, but not when he's,
Not when he's
leading
winning.
6-2.
But at an even score, he slots more than any top player I know, even though
2-1.
she says it's wrong.
This play, that's correct. Oliver is a passer. I've played a couple of buddy games with this guy, and he definitely tends to pass more than take. 6-4 will hit on the
It's
outside.
important to know the tendencies of top players because that's mostly who you get to play.
4-3 obviously will make the 21 points. 5-2 is okay. It makes the 9 and steps up, try to escape from the last guy.
Double four.
Will make 2 points.
Great
obviously.
roll.
Yeah, the before it was a little bit of liability, but there was actually a strong asset because they were ready to be made. There's nothing White could have done that sort of puts that takes advantage of the blots because all he can do is sort of make the 4, and then it's just gonna get covered next time anyway. So that's
You don't love making the 2 point, but you've got that big stack on your 6 point, and you're putting a checker on the bar.
Make the 2 because if anything, it's more fanning numbers, right?
There's more fanning numbers and less flexibility coming in, and you're using those checkers. This is really not the right idea.
This is a big mistake because he's trying to prime White's black checker instead of just blitzing him off the board, which is always the right idea.
Well, he shouldn't be playing a priming game. He needs to be playing a hitting game.
That's right.
And that's by blocking it. Okay, he got it right. You can't fault somebody for looking at the other plays, no matter how bad they are.
2-6 dance. This is not a cube yet, although it might be a little bit tempting for Oliver.
At the score, you start getting itchy.
4-1, it seems 13-8. It's pretty reasonable. Also, optional there was potentially coming out, but it seemed a little bit of an overplay. 5-2, and where's your deuce? I guess you just come out because you don't really want to create another blot in the outs field.
And I'd rather be hit off the 7 than the 5.
Yeah, you don't want to be pointed on either. 5-4, it just runs at the 14, I believe.
I don't know. I was playing 13-4 probably, and it's a big error.
Because 13-4 just gets rid of your last spare checker. Well, it's not a big error. It's 0.001.
Oh, is it? I thought it was bigger than that. 13-4 was my play. I don't like leaving the shot, and I like having the catcher back there when I'm down in the race.
But there's still a catcher. The catcher is, if White's not able to successfully safety his last checker, the guy in the 14 point can become an extra asset to pick him up.
I hear you.
If anything, it escapes the prime.
I hear you. This is the right play, but it's close to 13-4.
Yeah, a couple optional plays there.
He's looking for a 2 or double four is a very nice roll.
Very good.
You clean up everything.
Yes, you do that.
Just clean it up and win the race. He's up 15 checkers after the roll. Do you keep a running count or just a running feel for the race?
I don't keep anything for the race. I just count them when I need to.
I got you. But you've got a feel, you know, when you're up or down.
Oh yeah, of course. When I play XG on my computer, I play with no pip count just to practice without
That's
losing.
smart. That's smart. Did you hear that, everybody? When he plays on XG or on the computer, he plays with no pip count. You get lazy and you start losing the idea of where the count is when you start counting on the computer.
Anyway, so I've gotten so good at without the pip count, I don't even need it anymore. It just comes, it's like natural. I could basically estimate the pips easily. The only time I really need it is in like race cube actions.
And do you use Keith count or any formula for your cubes?
There's no reason to.
No formula.
Well, besides it divided by 10 plus 2. The point of last take, the 10%. This is a dance. This is a huge drop right now.
It's too good.
Even too good.
Too good to double. Too good to double. And he sees it. He's got too many gammons to cash. If he doubles, Mochi will pass and he wins a point. If he plays on, he's much more likely to win 2.
Well,
and he doesn't feel there's too many situations where Mochi can take next time.
Yeah, that's right. That's the main thing. There's not really an overly amount of gammons here. It's only like 25% of the time you win gammon. But because because Red has just basically no sequences where Mochi can really take next time, there's almost no reason to just cash now. You might as well take a shake and hope.
Oh, this makes 2 very good points. He makes the bar.
And probably goes to the 9 point for an extra builder on the 3. That would be my play.
Oh, he doesn't make the bar.
No, you make the bar for sure. And then
I would have.
Oh, you must make the bar. Not making the bar is a big mistake.
Yeah, he's giving him 1-6, 3-4, 3-5, and 3-6. That's a lot of numbers. That's 8 numbers.
I don't understand this play. The bar point seems very strong there.
Yeah, he almost got punished for it. He's still too good. He played it a little too big, is what we're saying.
Okay, that makes the 9 and the 7.
And you're right. Making the 9 and the 7 are correct.
Because the cube's in the middle, you kind of want to avoid any sort of volatility. So you rather just play really safe and structurally sound better than do what he's doing here and just maximizing builders.
No, it's not the right idea what he's doing.
1-4 is still too good, I believe, although it's close now.
Yeah, he's got not much to lose by rolling.
Yeah, exactly.
The Gammons went down, but there's no market gainers. That's what we call them, is market gainers.
5-4. Do you make the 3 here, or do you make the bar?
I make the 3.
Make
And
the
it's
3's a
very
mistake.
wrong.
You know why? Because if white rolls double 6, suddenly he has an easy take, or it's not even a cube.
So you do make...
when there's no double, you got to find any way you can to make it a big cube next time, and the bar will be good for that.
Wow, I would have made the 3.
So that's why 12-7, 8-4 here, just limiting all, or avoiding all volatility, right?
Okay. If he does roll a 2-something, it hits. Look at the inner board. He's got all those blots.
Yeah, 1-6 will probably just stack up the billers on the 2-point, avoiding all blots inside. 9-2 is also pretty reasonable here, keeping it slotted. 5-3 will not do anything, probably just runs out from the back.
That's right. I'm going to go in there and tell him to turn off XG. I've got Ryan Robello here. We don't need to waste all that effort on XG. Oh, 6-5.
And according to XG, this is now completely optional to cash now, on the fact that there's no way to get a second checker back, so there's no gammons.
So he may as well cube.
This is a play I would not have found. I would have just played make the 6 prime, but apparently it's actually right to make the ace and try to capitalize on any gammons you've got. The reason is, even if you're hit with a 3-6 from the bar, you can just cube off the roof.
You can still double them out,
Yeah.
you mean? Yeah. Yeah, there's so few gammons here. I would double. I would double. So few gammons, and some bad accidents could happen here.
It's
It
still
is right.
completely optional because there's not really many bad rolls.
Yeah, 0-0-0 means it doesn't matter whether he doubles or not. It's the same equity. If he plays on or not. Big pass, of course.
Yes, you can never take
Okay,
this.
match just got a little closer. Matt, sorry you lost. Post-match? You're still in it, though.
All right, 3-6.
Were you sitting near him? Yeah, that's Coach-man.
Okay, 6-5 is obviously a double hit. Do not make the mistake by running all the way here. There's better tempo to be gained by double hitting.
I asked one of the old pros if that was always the play, even before the computers. He said yes.
Really?
Even in the old days. I thought maybe they did something different in the old days.
I thought they'd have brought like 2 down or something.
No,
like
he said even in the old days. I forgot who it was, but it was one of the old-time great players. They said that even years and years ago, they were hitting with the 6-5.
Double 5 is great. I keep that 15 point. Just make the 3 here, even though 15 point
When
is
you and I,
slightly
when
better.
you talk about the old days, it's 3 years ago,
Yes.
right? The old days for you. Last month.
Old days for me is maybe 2015.
Yeah. Last month was the old days.
Yeah, I don't want to break contact here. I'm surprised actually likes this, but apparently he just wins too many more games by controlling the outfield. You don't really like breaking the 8 point to make the 3 as well. If you had another spare there that forced you to not break the 8, it would suddenly become very clear to make the 3. Like let's say the 8 point was stacked instead of the 13. Because they don't want to break and leave the shots on the outside, the 15 points slightly better, but nevertheless, I still keep that 20 points. It's a couple optional plays here. No matter what he wants to do is fine. This is a good play.
At 6-3 to 15, are you changing your game in any way? Aside from the cube action, are you changing your checker
No,
plays?
you should never change checker plays. Unless
Never change
Well,
checker?
and the only time I really change checker play is like a really heavily gammon go situation.
Okay,
Or gammon save.
okay.
So here, Mochi needs to split. The threat of red is to prime him by making the 5 point or the 4 point or the bar point. So he needs to try to create an advanced anchor rather than cover, and that's what Mochi found. 6-3 will make the bar point, of course. Now Mochi wants like a 4-2. 4-5, you must cover now. You don't want to get blitzed. So the question is, do you play 8-3 or 13-8? And actually says they are completely borderline. This is fine. Double 4s is nice. The question is, how do you play it? I would just play it to this. Okay, that's apparently a mistake.
You stopped yourself, huh?
I did stop myself.
I'm
when I
playing
saw the things.
13-5 quickly.
I was tempted just to come down and play 6-2 just because
This
you
play
want a
is-
cube next time. But Oliver's finding a better play here. The reason is if Mochi dances, it could actually take a shake on too good.
Oh, this is Mochi's best almost.
Yes,
Probably his best.
I think that's his best.
Great roll, making the golden point.
Okay, 6-6 is fine. Do you leave the 2 shots?
You have got to leave something.
Oh, that's a nice play with XG. You're gonna play 15-9 twice. That's usually the natural idea, but you can see here just cleans up much better, even though it breaks the.
Now
wrong
you don't
point.
have to. I was wrong. You don't have to leave something.
Yeah,
He
you
left
don't have to
nothing.
leave anything.
That's it. If he made that play, the other play, he had to leave something. So why leave something when you're up that much in the race?
Because it's much more natural to break the 15 point to come down.
Yep.
But yeah,
It's
this
a little harder to bring home.
no
holding
shots,
the 15
and
point.
a lot of times Red's gonna have a cube next time, so that's good. Correct play, nice play, Oliver. And Mochi rolls double 4s, and he must make these 16 points.
He's
I
still
think.
way behind in the race after this roll, though. He's down 13 pips in the race after the roll.
It's still better to create a point 6 away from
Yeah.
the Mochi's or Oliver's last point
Yeah.
to clear. So this is actually a very nice play, and Oliver actually has a borderline cube here, head to 13
I
pips.
would not have thought of this cube.
I don't think I would have cubed here
There's
either.
no way I would have thought of this cube.
By the way, 6-4 or 6-2, this is not a cube, but because Oliver's at an odd score, he wants to cube more aggressively because he can sort of cash out to play more efficiently in the score. So that's what makes this a cube. Nice cube by Oliver.
Great cube by Oliver to even find this cube. It's a huge take.
Obviously an easy take.
Huge take. I would never have cubed this.
Mochi still has race equity as
And
well
Mochi
as some
grabs
contact.
it. Very good. Great action by both.
6-1 slots 2 points.
Yep.
4-1 will do that. Sure, that's fine.
That's right. Oliver needs doubles to get by. He may
2-6.
volunteer a shot later. but
I
if
saved the 6 here. There's no reason to make the 5 points. Yeah, there's no reason to do this. You just want to race home. You don't need your board strength. You rather save the 6. So either 6-4 or 4-2 made a lot of sense from XG there.
Okay, we're getting to a critical roll right here. If there's a 6, it's a problem for Ollie.
2-1 plays 6-3 maybe. A couple optional plays there. 2-1 will play 8-7, 8-6, 8-5s.
They're all close.
It's
They're
better.
all close.
It's actually slightly better to play 8-5 just to keep the 8 point because Red's about to leave a shot a lot of the time.
That's a very fine roll for Ollie. Gets closer without leaving a shot.
Yeah, I would not go to the ace here actually because it's very bad for your racing equity. You'd rather just play 6-3, right?
XG likes the ace. More
No.
flexibility.
Does it?
It liked
No,
the ace.
I'd like to play 6-3 though too.
Yeah, but it liked the ace point. Okay, big roll. And the
3-1 plays 6-2 now. You want to save the 5. You don't want to clear to 6 or anything.
good point.
Like
A lot of people would come off both, and then if you roll a 5, you're leaving a shot. So you want to save that 5.
that. Good play.
That's an easy play. That one I had gotten right.
Okay, do you save the 6 here? I don't think you do. And XG says no. The reason is because right now you want to save your racing equity as much as possible and not save the
All right,
6.
here's your shot, your ace shot. He needs to hit it. He needs to hit it because he's down 18 pips. If he doesn't hit it, he's probably a loser.
You missed.
Well, 6 is 5. He's not probably a loser now. You got game. You got 20%.
20% still an almost take.
Yep. Not at the score, but you're at most scores.
No,
it is.
there's no score effects in racing positions. Very, very rarely.
You don't think a lopsided score makes you drop faster if you're way ahead and take more if you're way behind?
Not
in a race?
not in gammonless positions. No.
Really?
Yes.
You know, I'm going to win a bet on that one, Ryan. We're going to do that later. We'll solidify this.
If something's a take for money in a race, something will be a take when you're ahead 9-1 or something.
All right, we're gonna have a nice bet on that one. If you're right, it blows something I've been thinking for a long time. And you're probably right because you're such a great player. But I
2-1. We'll take 2 off. Sure. It's a bad roll for Mochi. So both players are playing under 3, which is obviously a world-class level. Couple mistakes you pointed out from both players. That's what makes it fun, right?
Mm-hmm. In the last match, you would almost always see a double by somebody right here, big double. It happens over and over and over again with Jorgen and Joe Russell. Somebody rolls double 6s or double 5s in this situation every time.
4-6. It's pretty well game over now.
Yeah, he's got to roll doubles and then a 2-1 on the other side. Well, there's your doubles.
Although I have lost from here before as red,
Yeah.
believe it or not.
So what's the most doubles that plays?
This way, I think it's the same thing.
Double 3s plays either way.
Ooh, I saw the 2 up.
He got it. He got it.
All right, 6-5, and suddenly it's an
much
even
closer match
again.
now.
We've now entered a territory nearly of an 11-point match.
I never heard of Oliver Squire 3 years ago. Back 2 years ago. It just the first time I really met him was in Istanbul in the UBC when I was doing the commentary in Istanbul last year. And then again in Monte Carlo. And he's really come on the scene. You and he are the two incredible new youngsters in the game, and Kazuki, but he's older.
There's Ziska, too.
Kazuki's an old man, though. He's 28.
Yeah, Kazuki's pretty old.
He's an old guy. What are you, 23?
22.
22?
Yeah.
Yeah, Kazuki's an old man.
This is a mistake from Mochi. You rather split into Oliver's priming structure. You don't really need the 11-point here.
And it's in his book. You split against the primes. You don't split against the blitz.
Listen to what Mochi says, not what he does.
That play right there was in his book, and I remember it well. That's where I learned it to solidify my knowledge of it.
Okay, if Reds should dance here, would you send a cube as Mochi?
No.
Well, now it's definitely not a cube now.
Yeah, but if he had danced, I wouldn't.
I think you're right, because you're heading the score, and there's not quite enough ammunition. There's no threat.
And he had my opponent had the bar point on the other side. It would not be a cube for money, and then give him the bar point.
I mean, it would be a borderline double for money, I think.
Borderline, all right.
A 6-1 should make the ace point with lack of anything really better to do.
Blitzing I know well because you just have to memorize those reference positions, and every good player has. And I'm a good player. I know those positions.
6-1, you should make the ace. There's not really anything better to do. It's not a good roll.
Thomas Tunlin made a comment. Why the hell aren't you here, Thomas? And why didn't I see you in Sweden at the World Team Championships? We missed you, Thomas. You'd be one of the favorites anywhere you go.
2-6 will just come down.
I can't imagine playing as good as Thomas Tunlin and not being at the World Championships.
He's pretty good. Wow, double 6s.
He's great.
Obviously swings around from the back. Get those guys the hell out of there.
And Matt Kogeyer and Neil Kazros. Look at these guys who are making comments that aren't here at the World Championships. And all three of them would be highly ranked players.
4-6. Seems fine. So Oliver's ahead by 5 pips. This is not quite enough to cube, I don't think. Although he's approaching it. It says it's very borderline. Because once again, he's at an odd score, so he wants to sort of set
As much as I love the Dubai tournament, there's a comment about it. I love it, but it's the same weekend as my Jamaica tournament, September 24th. So you won't see me in Dubai this year. I'm sorry to miss it, but I'm happy to be in Jamaica.
6-5, you should bring 2 down and prepare for the cube.
2 down is right.
This is a big mistake, actually. The reason is because you can cube.
Oh, my gosh.
Because there's no cubes in the middle, right? So
It's not efficient.
It's not efficient. You want to bring 2 down and set an efficient double next time.
You overshoot your market, and if it works, and if it doesn't work, you're unhappy.
He's going to find this play. I have a very hard time thinking he's going to make the 2 points.
It's right. It's such a huge difference. You don't see him make blunders like that very often. Although I did see in the last match, I saw 0.4 blunders by both players.
6-1. Do you come out here?
What's the race? Yeah. Yeah, you come out.
Okay. You still are walking into a double, though.
It is a double. Very small double. Because if he rolls high numbers, it's good for the race. If he rolls low numbers, he hits with twos and double ones. So that's what makes it a double. It's an easy take, though, because the race is close. And even if you get hit, it's not the end of the world. He didn't double.
He didn't double, and he...
Not a huge error, but it was wrong.
I would keep the 11 point just because you don't want to... What happens if he rolls double twos or double ones or something that doesn't
It's
get by?
2% whether you keep the 11 or not. It's close, but you made a good call there to keep it.
8-5, 7-1 is not something I can find. I don't know why you want to put a third checker on the ace point. That seems weird.
You know, Mochi's going to clear the blot. There's no reason to leave it. Come in, sure. All right.
5 pips. I guess it's not a cube now.
Well, it's 8 pips now. That's nothing. Crossovers are about the same. It's really a very close, very close.
4-3. We'll play 13-6, I guess.
They're all close.
Double twos. I want to put a checker on the 4 point, so that will be 2 of them.
XG doesn't put a checker on the 4 point. That surprises me. I'm with you.
No, XG likes bringing as many guys in as possible, even if it doesn't fill gaps.
And Walter Trice says put him on the 4 point.
That's,
I believe Walter Trice.
I
more
believe Walter tries too.
Yeah. We miss you, Walter. Hope you're having fun up there. Playing with Paul McGrill and Falafel.
Two, you might as well just come in. It's fine. All these plays are close. Not really too much interesting.
Oh, there it is.
Until that happened. Now,
There it is.
Now Mochi's ahead by 10 pips.
That looks like my last match that I did. The Russell Jurgen match. Somebody always had that double 5 or double 6 and iced it. But this didn't ice it. The race is close here. 3 pips.
3 pips, never a double. It needs to be about 5 or 6 pips. 6-4 is a joker.
Here's, I think John O'Hagan would use EPC, Ward, and Thorpe here, and you don't use any of those.
No.
And you both get to the right answer.
You just divide by 10 and add 2, and that's the point of last take.
That's an old Trice formula.
Is it?
Yes, Walter Trice.
That I did not know. Someone just told me that. It was very wise, and I've been using it ever since.
And I don't think it applies. You have to take into account wastage. That's why I use the Keith count.
But
So you add wastage and crossovers.
But you don't really need the Keith count. You can sort of intuitively add a wastage.
If you have great intuition like you can do it intuitively. I can't. I need tools. I need tools, reference positions, rules of thumb. Zedek's the same way you are. Says rules of thumb will cost you more than they'll help you. He believes.
I believe.
And in some ways, he's right. At your level of play, I'm sure that's true. For the beginners and intermediates that I teach and low open players, we need rules of thumb and we need concepts.
It's actually a big blunder to play the 6-5 play. I'd rather unstack the 4.
Wow, he did that blunder. Mochi is not.
Okay, it's not a blunder. It's only 0.02.
Oh, okay. Mochi's made some real errors that are uncharacteristic of him.
That was a bit of a weird one. It seemed very natural to play 4-3. Okay, that's why he didn't do it. He saw that double 4s coming.
Ah, smart. How often do you see a game go this long without a cube?
Not too long.
Oh, double 5.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Wow, it's still a double.
And I think you're right.
Still a double. I'm not sure if it's a take or not.
Oh, it's a huge take.
Huge take?
Yes.
If he rolls a 2-1, you got a recube?
Yeah.
No double.
Not even a double. Look.
Not a double. Oh wait, Mochi's got a formula for this. If you have 12 pips or more, it's not a double. 11 or 10, it's a double take, and less than 10, it's a pass.
Now with this, it's actually a double now for Oliver.
Yeah, this is Mochi's formula that I got just recently on that one. With 3 checkers.
I think I've seen this before, actually. This position like this, or this is like a
Well, we know this is 19 wins and 17 misses.
and yeah, but Oliver can roll a double right now.
No, but it's 19-17.
And from if this was a money game, if Oliver should not roll a double, it would actually be a redouble for White.
Right, because he's favored 19-17. And this is not a redouble, but it is a double for money. This would not be a redouble because of the redouble that you get back at
Very
you.
good double by Oliver.
Very good double. And if he now let's see what Mochi does.
He should not redouble at the score.
At the score because he's winning?
Yeah, I
he
think
should
so.
not redouble?
I think so.
Because he's only a slight
Oh,
it is a redouble.
actually a redouble.
It is a redouble.
That's pretty wild to me.
He didn't. He missed it, and he was happy that he missed it. Oh, he rolled fast and made a blunder. I don't think Mochi's playing as sharp as I've seen him in the past. Look, he's playing at 3 PR. That's terrible. Horrible play for Mochi at 3 PR.
Probably less than that, factoring in the old matches, because this is always started off at 4-2.
Wow, Mochi's not going to be happy with some of those decisions. A couple of his mistakes, though, were pretty obvious mistakes that you would never expect Mochi to make.
Yeah, I would never redouble that. It seemed a little bit much to redouble.
Well, I don't
that
blame
at
him
the
for
score.
missing that one. It was small and tough, and you were leading in the match. I think it was more likely that Oliver would make a mistake in giving the coup because he knows it's a redouble back, or it might be.
3-2 will do that and that.
It's the old Jacoby paradox. If that cube was on Oliver's side, it might not have been a double. It wouldn't have been a double.
6-1, I guess, just
wouldn't
makes
have
the
been a
bar
redouble,
points.
rather.
It's not really a good roll. No, I don't like this play. This is too stacked. Look at the 5s are duplicated between making the 5 and hitting.
You think about stuff like that, huh?
Well,
5
of course.
duplicators?
It makes sense to why you want to do that. You got to play efficiently. Efficiency is key always.
How about the 4 point? How
You
can
make
that
the
not
4,
be
of
key?
course.
Sure. Nothing was close there.
6-4 will run out or hits. Very interesting. I'm not so sure.
Here's a bet I would have lost. Oliver's used more time on the clock than Mochi.
I think I would hit that guy, actually. It seemed kind of a little bit much to run out when you're losing in the race. 4-2 will hit and probably step up to 20.
Right. I would have been tempted to come down, play up more offensively.
No, your efficiency is key, right? You'd rather keep the third guy on the midpoint.
But you're blitzing, you're winning the blitzing
I understand,
game.
but you're going a little bit hard if you're going to come out.
It's too hard, huh? Oh, but I need a lesson on that one. I would have come down.
So double 5, you must unstack now. Coming out doesn't make sense. That was very interesting position with the racing cubes, actually.
Uh-huh.
That would be like an Art Benjamin position. I don't know if you guys were talking about that in the chat, but that's something he excels at. Fan here would be like a big double drop. 2-6 is still a cube.
I still think it's a pass.
No, it's still it's a take
it a
now.
take?
Yes, it's a take.
Depends on how's he going to play the 6?
Well,
Come
he,
out?
he must,
has
no,
to
no,
come
he
out.
must play 8-2 because the aces are very duplicated.
I'm
that
not
way.
sure I'm taking this, so I'm sure I'm doubling.
Well, it's definitely harder to take now.
yeah.
8-2 is a very easy take just because he only has
it's
aces
a
that
bear
are good
take.
for him.
It's a bear take. No, 009 pass.
Yeah, this seems kind of sketchy to take.
Hey, I
now.
got one right. I was passing this.
Well, you only passing it because
He took it.
He made a bad mistake with the 6,
That's why. I want to make up for it.
and that's why I made a bad mistake with the 6.
Hit and cover.
2-1, we would have not really done much in the other way.
Cover. Sure.
Now it's too good to double, obviously.
Ooh.
2-2 will.
Switch.
I'm not so sure. Maybe just
Yep,
hitting
you
loose.
switch.
Switching is better, and because you get to bring a builder down
Right.
to the
Bring a builder
attacker.
down. Classic blitzing play is a switch there.
Sure.
You hit him with a 5. I don't know.
Yeah,
Depends
you
on
do.
what it comes
For sure
with
you
it.
do.
Double 3s. You hit the outside checker.
3-6 does that and comes down to the bar for an attacker on the 1 point.
You're right. That's the XG's play. That's XG's play. Nice play, Mochi. That's it.
Well, what are you scared of? He has 2 guys on the roof.
Right. I
And
told
Oliver's
you to pass, Oliver.
5-3.
told
You
you.
must make the 4. That's better
Right.
than making the
Oh, the
8
four
points.
is clear. Such a good point. Even if he anchors, you're in pretty good shape, but you certainly wish he wouldn't anchor.
Yeah, he wants an ace.
Okay, 5, 7, and 12 hits.
There's a 5. 3 will come down, I think.
I come in with a 3 to cover.
Yeah, but I thought the
I'm right.
the accumulation of the indirects would make it worth it.
No, I want a direct cover.
All right,
This is right.
good play.
Down wouldn't be bad, though. It's close. It never occurred to me to come down in that kind of position. All right, 4s and 12s.
There's
4,
a
there it
4.
is.
And where's the other 2? Probably just
One
do
of each.
that and come down.
One of each.
He's fine.
Well, 3 checkers on the bar, closed out. I think it's 92.4% Gammons.
Yeah, he did this. Double 3s wouldn't hurt him, but now double 1s hurt him. So
By the way,
take your poison.
I said 92.4, and I swear to God I didn't look. It's 92. I was
Oh,
within
nice job.
0.4.
Nice job.
Yes, I swear to God I did not look. I was within 0.4.
What are the backgammon chances now?
Oh, that I couldn't tell you. 5%.
That's what it says.
5%.
6-1. You do not want to leave a 6 or a double 6 shot, but what else are you gonna do?
You still want to put your checkers in high because you'll get them off without opening.
10-4 seems fine here.
Takes longer to leave a open or leave a shot if you bring them in up high.
2-1 plays 8-5. Good distribution of the spares as per to bear off. 8-6, 4-3. That's seems a very hard play for me to find. I never find that one. 6-1. Now you don't need to leave a double shot, or not a double shot. Some shot leavers are playing 4-3. 2-1 will just unsack that 4 point like that. 4-2 will probably just clear to 6 point now. That seems fine.
Not necessarily fine. You got those high doubles that hurt, but that's
True,
all you can
but
do.
it's only 6s, 5s, and 4s.
You want to clear from the rear.
6-1, you're happy. You'll have a spare there now.
The backgammon odds are going up.
Very up.
Backgammon odds are
You're still
going
gonna
up.
need a big double though. 6-2. It might even be worth to take 2 off, and I do actually take 2 off. No, this is a big mistake because you can see doubles lose a shot now. This way it's only 6-5, 6-4, and 5-4.
But if you take it
increase
off,
your-
though, the backgammon odds went to 10%.
Yeah, you have to increase your backgammon odds of taking a checker off. Doesn't make sense to do this play.
Yeah, you do nothing to your gammon odds, but you increase backgammon odds from 5% to 9% by doing it. You really need to start thinking about backgammons now. Now I start forgetting about it.
You still need to set. 6-2. Now
Go to the ace.
it seems a little bit much to take another one off.
We're gonna run down and get a bite at the bar here. So we'll let these 2 matches continue, stream 3 and stream 1.
Okay.
We'll be watching if you have an emergency.
Thank you. Bill Rouse is letting me know that he's going to eat because we really can't live without him and Tara to help out when things go wrong.
Mark Olson won his
Mark Olson won.
match.
Quarterfinal. That's great.
No, you don't take another checker off. That'd be pretty sick.
Oh, it's only a 0.3 error. Okay. There's still a possible backgammon here. 2 doubles with a couple low roll, with a low roll.
Good
Now you can forget it. 2-1, 2-1. I think he's off. Oh, double 1. Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't
It's
matter.
Game over. It's basically gin.
Game over.
It is gin.
Okay, next. Next. Big 4-point win, and Ollie was punished for taking a cube, although it was slightly wrong. Only a slight error to take that cube, but look how it hurt him. It cost him the match. That's a very, very big swing to lose that 4 points instead of 1.
I think you rolled 6-5 after. I would have changed the game if you'd have found the right play with the.
But look at these PRs,
6.
2.3 and 2.7.
Yeah, Oliver's playing very well.
Wow. They're both world class and world champ. Wow.
Do you remember?
I want to give a shout out to my good friend and
fine.
co-teacher, Dirk Schieman, who became a super grandmaster with the lowest PR of anybody right now.
2-1. You must slot now. You don't want to split into his stacks.
And it duplicates the 4s when you slot here. A lot of the 4s are really good on the other side.
2-5. You must split and just play it down, I guess.
David Wells leads 10-7.
David Wells leads 10-7 over Casey. Great. I say great because David's my good friend, and we travel the world together. We were just in Nice together. We're going to be together in Wisconsin and Minnesota.
4-3 is a great shake from Oliver. Mochi wants to come out now, and that's the perfect number to
Come
do
out
that.
and hit is what he wants to do.
A brilliant joker.
He doesn't want to just come out. He wants to come out and hit. Come on. You want to talk about what somebody wants? They want icing on their cake.
How about coming in and hitting? That's not too bad.
Icing on the cake.
Two 2-1 will hit the outside guy. You don't want to hit this 5-point when you can hit that guy. Fan. This is probably not a double. Well, it's definitely not a double.
Not close.
Not at the score. The score's reversed. It'll be an easy cube, but because the score is the way it is, you don't want to send it now. 5-3 will hit off the 5 and probably just come down or make the 8. And if Oliver should dance now, I would send it no matter what. 5-4 is a great joker.
Great roll. I wouldn't call it a joker, but it was good.
I'd call it a joker. It's
Really?
better, yeah, sure. That makes the 11. 11 points, strong points, 6 away from the 5 points.
Clearly the right play. How do you see it before XG? You're a little too fast for me.
Sorry.
Slow down.
5-3 hits the guy on the outside. The question is which one, because you can hit either
2012
one.
is right. 2012 is right.
This is not so easy, actually. It seems kind of nice, but I guess it just leaves too many return shots not to hit the 12 point. 21-13 too seems like a good play. And look at the second play is actually the double
Yeah,
tiger
the
play.
double tiger play is close. He got it. He found it.
Yeah, this play seems fine.
He found it.
Fewer blocks, fewer shots, yeah. 1-6 is a guy
In
special.
and hit.
Actually, I don't call it a nice roll. It seemed, I think you'd rather roll like a 5 there and anchor up. 1-6 is not good. I think you just have to come in, even though you don't like to come in, and stack up 6. What else are you going to do?
Go to the 18. That seems to be a theme in backgammon, going to the 18 a lot.
Going to the 18
It's not bad.
a little bit much here.
I would have gone to the 18. I don't like the stack. I would have made the other play.
5-3 will come out from somewhere. Oh, it can make the 9 points. How about that? Two-one.
Yuck.
Yeah, that's not good.
That's yucky.
You kind of want to slot, but you can't really do that into a double
Good
shot.
play.
so
He
just
found the
coming
right
out.
play. He found the right play.
Wow, what a roll that is.
Oh.
Makes the bar, makes the 5.
I think I would have played that right.
4-1, you must come in high and step up. No second play.
You're absolutely right about
Well,
that.
that was an easy one. There's still no double here. It's still
It's getting closer, though.
threats.
It's
It is
getting
getting
closer.
closer. If Oliver would have danced there, I would have sent it for sure.
If the score was reversed, you'd be doubling for sure. But it's a blunder to double this.
Yeah,
Hit
so
the
it's
score.
not really
Hit
close
the
yet.
score.
It needs to escape from the back. Well, we'll make this a double as if okay, he does
Oh,
actually
wow.
cube this.
This is a blunder by Mochi. You don't hear those words very often, but we've heard them a few times this match. He's making these blunders and playing under 3 PR. That's not fair. There's something wrong with the world.
It just goes to show you can still make blunders and play good PR.
Wow. It's just not fair. I make a blunder and I play at 12. He makes a blunder and he plays at 2.5.
Well, the difference is the size and the amount of blunders.
The number of blunders, yeah. This is a fair blunder.
You must take this, Oliver. How can you pass this? He has 3 guys back.
It's not a blunder if he passes it. That's another point here. It's 23% right to give this cube if you can get a pass 23% of the time.
Oliver will never pass. I
But
can't
you-
dream it.
I think you will get a pass 23%
No
of the
way.
time in this position.
Not on Oliver, no.
Not from Oliver's quality player, but this is such an ugly position to take.
I mean, I'd take it for money. So how can you pass it at the score?
It's just so ugly. It's hard to take a position where you're stacked this way and you're back, and it's so damn ugly. I can see why people would pass it. I mean, you're an expert, you can see it, but all right, he took it. Very good, Oliver. Bad cube by Mochi.
6-4 runs out from the back like that. 6 and 4 keeps going. And if Oliver rolls poorly now, it will actually be a pass.
He's got a lot of good rolls, and they are not.
That's one of them. That's fine. That
It's
comes up from the
okay.
back.
Yeah, just run. He can run with either one, really. It'd not be too much difference.
No, you don't do that.
No, that's okay. That's
okay.
That's okay. It's .019.
That makes the 14 point, obviously. Now red really needs a good roll here to unstack those stacks. 6-4 is fine. It makes the 2 point on its
2
head.
point. Well, there's another play. I guess you wouldn't come out
No, you don't come out here.
make the 17 point.
You have to. Yeah, you have to play efficiently and unstack.
Okay.
Dancing. Wow. Now Oliver wants to come out. 2-1 will step up and just slide it to 10 to 9. That seems fine.
I was looking at 8-7 before he did that.
Nah, it's a bit much to leave those kind of shots like that. 1-3. I guess you step up all the way.
All the way. Just come up all the way.
I was kind of fancying the second play here of hiding on the 24 and coming down, but there's no reason to give a 6-4 shot here. That completely changes this game.
This is the right play. Nice play.
4-1 will make the
4-2.
oh 4-2 even better.
4-2. Fantastic roll for Ollie.
And what about the recube if Mochi dances here?
Oh.
Never mind, there's no dance.
Great roll for Mochi.
Yes, and this plays bar 5, safety, and
Mochi
left
just
jack.
come in all the way.
Yes, that's what you do.
Play it safe. The race is actually fairly close here. Ollie's still got race. Now I see why it was a take. You know, I really didn't see the take that clearly. But all these things happen, and he's still not. Oh, he's down 17 pips. Okay. I thought he was.
Yeah,
close.
you're right. It would be a bit premature to recube that. Torture him a little bit. 6-4, you really want to come out, but then where's the 4?
Nah, can't do it.
Yeah, that's why you must just play safe. Maintain your racing equity.
And the good news is for Ollie that you don't get Gamon very much holding the 4 point.
Look at this player. You're supposed to play 14-6 instead of just breaking that point. Let's see if Mochi can find this one. Yeah, I wouldn't have found that one.
Every
either.
human does that.
Yeah, I agree.
Every human makes that flip.
4-3. 3 is easy. Where's the 4? 4 is easy, sure. Still don't want to come out because if you get hit, it kills your
And
rate.
you also want to come out and get going on that race. So you want to get those checkers moving because you still have race equity.
That's a bad roll.
It just comes in.
Sure, but it's still a bad roll.
Yeah, it's a bad roll. Ollie would like to have a 4 or a 6 here and get moving. No, that's not the racing
That's-
number he wanted.
Well, it's not terrible.
Not
yeah.
bad, but
I can feel it. Good play here. This is the racing play. You can see why that will be a mistake, just because it
Yep.
kills some of your equity in the race.
right. It's wastage.
4-2 will come into the 5, I guess.
It's close. It's close.
All a bunch of borderline plays here.
Yep. I like the computer's play going to the 2 point. Very good for the bear off. And you start right now, you're thinking a lot. Well, what's my bear off? What's my race? You're probably not going to get a shot. If you're Mochi's thinking he's probably not going to get a shot, just
All
play
right,
for a big
Oliver really
efficient
needs a
race.
6 or a 4. Doesn't get it, unfortunately.
It's more wastage. Wastage is when you have too many checkers on the 1 and the 2 point. And most people think that's good, but until you really learn the math of it, it's not so hot.
6-1 is not a good roll.
Yeah, well, he's got to play safe.
Yeah, you must play safe. You can't leave those flies, even if it's only 4 numbers.
You don't volunteer against a 5 point board.
Oh,
Oh,
it is.
he's thinking of you know what? Mochi's typically looks at a bad play and then takes it back. This is very typical for Mochi.
I can't imagine him wanting to leave.
He wants to see how bad the bad play is, so he feels more comfortable with the good play. That's an approach that he always uses, often uses. I think I taught him that. I'm not sure. Why do people laugh when I say I taught him that?
Sorry.
No, that's okay. You're right to laugh. I'm kidding.
I mean, you could just, there's a sequence here where you leave the 7, gets hit, fans, and then the requeue comes flying. So I just can't see it, this being right.
This volunteer is not good. It's not good. Wow, that's only a 7% error. That's almost a blunder.
It is a blunder, yeah. You must come out here, of course.
Yeah, you got to keep your board. That's the right play. It's not real easy to get hit here and cover. Double ones. 6-5.
6-5 is actually not the best.
Not a bad roll. It's
I don't know
okay.
about that.
It's a lot of pips.
I understand, but look how much hang on, stiffness is in Mochi's structure right now.
Jake Jacobs told me years ago, pips is pips. There was no reason to pay now. Hey,
That's a
Mochi
tricky
made an
play.
error.
I'd never find that one. I would just play 15-8.
How many people in the world would come off the 21 now?
Apparently all of
Oh, Ollie. Good for you. Otherwise, you're wasting too much. And with 3 blots, it's the time to do it.
Very good play.
Mochi knows exactly what the race is. He knows he's winning the race and he's playing for it.
No, I think you have to stay now.
And staying is correct.
You must
An
let it
error
roll
to come out.
6-3.
Those 2 blots. It's not so much that you might get a shot; it's that you slow him down. Was he smart to come out? Huh? How would that have played? He'd have been pointed on with no blots.
That's why I don't win anything. Double 4s or 6-4. Okay.
No, you would have made the right play and gotten killed.
Yeah, it happens too often. 6-4.
Would you rather have the money or make the right play?
Have the money. What do you think? I'd rather play 10 PR to win this thing than do what I do and lose.
That's what Travi said when he lost to Carter in Cyprus. I'd rather have the money than the $38,000 that I lost.
Okay, Oliver needs a pretty big set and sometime soon.
Yep.
Five two, just closer to 5, I guess. Only 24% now. 3-1 is will increase
Ooh,
that.
that's not helping.
He's only 65% favorite now. Oliver needs a good shake here. 6-2 will have to do. It's not terrible.
He's got game. You got a 33%. He's got game. Oh, that's a great one for Mochi.
The Mochi lucky dice coming through again.
Yep. Isn't it amazing how the better players seem to get lucky?
Well, not me.
You're one of them. Although you weren't lucky against ZZ. Oh, big roll. You played just as good as ZZ and lost. That's not lucky.
It's the
You
name
could
of the
have been
game.
playing Mochi in the UBC finals easily.
It's okay. I'll have my time. Don't worry.
Your PR was about the same as ZZ, wasn't it? What?
About 0.004 off.
Yeah, 0.004.
Zero.
What did you put? Both at 2.5 or
No, 2.7 almost.
2.7? Fantastic. Unbelievable.
Not good enough, apparently.
Not good enough, huh? Well, you played that lousy, you deserve to lose.
Yeah, kind of. This game's over.
Game is officially over.
All right, 12-7 to 15 means Oliver starts setting a lot of early doubles when he has some threats.
Now you play Gamon Go and Gamon Save, don't you? I do.
With the checkers?
Yeah. I slot
Yeah, sure.
my opening 4-1-5-1 if I'm
Yeah,
if I'm
you're
Ollie.
right. You're right, but only in opening rolls.
And if I'm Mochi, I split everything and play for the anchor. Only the opening rolls?
Well, no, there's sometimes I have to play for the Gamon. You're right. I changed my
I play
statement.
pure Gamon Go, Gamon Save here.
So 5-4 means you split for Mochi.
Yep. And if it was Ollie, I would bring 2 down.
5-3 means
Hits.
you hit from there.
Hits. You'd hit normally, so you certainly hit a Gamon Go. In a Gamon Go situation.
2-6 will come out.
Come out. Come out.
This is not a
Mochi.
cube yet. I'm pretty sure he's going to be tempted by
Mochi
it.
could make that play in a half a second.
It's actually not too far off from a cube right now. It's only 0.03.
Wow, I wouldn't have dreamed it was this close.
Well, I mean, he has threats and he's down 12-7, right?
It's not too far off from a cube, but 0.046 is an error, not a blunder.
He is
Good
gonna cube. No, it's not a good cube because
Well,
it's still too early to. It's too easy to take.
I think you're right to cube Mochi. I like the cube. I wouldn't fault him for a 0.046 error being aggressive against Mochi. Remember, Oliver wins a lot of these super jackpots and stuff.
He does. In fact, win a lot of super
he may have the
jackpots.
best record in super jackpots of anybody in the last couple of years.
I'd say he does. Yeah.
He might. Although Victor Ashkenazi seems to do very well in them too.
Chris Trencher does well in the
Trencher?
Americans.
Trencher and Victor and Ali are
5-1 will supposed to hit to take away the White's constructing rolls. I was kind of looking at a 15 to 10, 6 to 5 play, which seems pretty reasonable here, but good play by Oliver. 3-2, does that count? I guess not.
nope. On checkers doesn't count anymore. Only in the UBC.
4-3 comes out, of course. 3-6 makes the 15, gets the guy out of there.
Mochi couldn't hit because he would have to give up his midpoint and leave checkered bluffs all over the place. That's why he came out there.
3-6
Makes a
swings
point.
around. No, I think it just go 18
Makes
to
a
9.
point. Like I said, your right play is horrible. It's .001
Well,
Royce.
Mochi liked it.
Your horrible play.
Oh, sorry.
I thought you were good.
Sorry.
Jeez. Get your head in this game.
3-3.
Ooh.
Now do you
Nice
break
roll.
contact? I don't think you do. I think you just break 2 interboard points, a 5 and a 3.
Yeah, he's still down 6 pips, too.
This is
Yeah,
where we
good
count
roll.
the race, by the way.
Yeah, he's down 6 pips. And that's why you stay back. If he was up 6 pips, he'd probably come off the 18. And 2 points is clearly right.
Mochi's gonna find it. It's a good play. 3-2 will probably play 8-3. Oh, 13-8 seems fine too. 2-1 slots to 4, breaks the 8. Oliver's looking for a high set to bring this one home. 6-3 is not going to be that. Yeah, this 8-2, 6-3 is something very reasonable. I was looking at to maximize the racing efficiency plays. You can make this play when you're ahead in the race.
I would not have thought of 6-3. I must tell you.
Well, now 6-1 leaves a shot.
Yeah, I would not have thought of 6-3. I see it now, but over the board, I wouldn't have thought of it.
I think I would have done it actually.
Oh, good
2-2.
roll.
Yeah, so it clears the 15.
Good
Or
roll.
does it? Does it just play 13 to 9, and that's just a much better play.
I don't know. Now you have to clear the 9. I don't. Yeah, it's the right play, but I would have avoided that. I don't like having another point to clear when I'm winning the race.
I mean, the problem with
It's
this
close.
the problem with this play is you still have the 18 point versus a 13 point, which is a little bit of a problem. You play 13 to 9, the only problem point is the 15 to bring home, and that's only 6 away from the gap.
That's a good point.
So I would actually make the 9 point here over the board. It's not so easy. You definitely don't want to break that. There's no reason to do that.
Yeah, and I would have made the second best play, 13-2-5-1.
This is a very good play by him. Good job.
Nice play. That's a hard one. That was a tough one to find.
4-3 slots to 2 points.
Yep.
5-2 will break the 6 and play 5-3. There's no reason to
You're
break
right.
those outside points.
You're right. Break the 6 and 5-3. Good play.
Six two. You might even want to play 13 to 5 is very reasonable.
Really?
Yeah. With 3 blots inside, you don't want to play 7-5, 7-1, because then what are you gonna do next time?
I got you. Oh, the 3 blots.
4-1. Again, you're not supposed to break any of those points. Just play. Oh, you are now. I would play the second play in a heartbeat, just doing that, and so does Oliver.
It's very close.
The idea is you want to keep that point in case you roll a 6. 4-3. I think you're supposed to bring it home now. You can't leave that guy there. Some of those threes are too costly. 2-1 will. That's not a good roll. It has to play like 5-4, 5-3, or something like that.
Both off the 5. Or 5-2. Doesn't matter. You don't volunteer that much.
No, you don't volunteer
when I look at
in front of a 6 prize.
Mochi side of the board, I know I'm not volunteering.
Slot the ace now, maybe?
Probably not. I like this. Sliding the ace is the wrong idea. You might get a shot right now.
6-4.
No, you don't. Ooh.
Now it's time to go from the 15.
Right. You volunteer. Because if you lose your builder, it's even harder later. It's the right play, Ollie. God, Ollie's good.
Yeah, he's playing very well.
See, it doesn't surprise me that Mochi's great, but Ollie, I just don't know him as well, and I'm still seeing such beautiful plays from him.
That's a mistake because
It's also an illegal move. Okay, there, he put it in the right spot. Yeah, this is not a good play. It's going to be much harder to bring home, and you're winning the race.
Much better to do this because if you get missed now, you're basically home free. Oh, 1 number off. That was close. He wants something that safeties it. Unfortunately, he doesn't get it. I think just breaks the 8 point now. You don't want to play like 6-1. It doesn't make sense. There's no less shots you can get by doing that. And sometimes White's going to be forced off that point of or the anchor there, and when that happens, you want to have the best board you can get. You're never going to leave a direct shot, so you have to leave that 15 point where it is. So the 2 plays here.
Look at those PRs.
Yeah,
2.14 and 233. Oh my God. We haven't seen a match yet that I've done the commentary on that's like this good all week. We're sitting here talking about all their blunders, and they're playing a 2.
This play doesn't make too much sense.
Wow. We're watching a magical match here. I haven't seen a match like this except for you and ZZ. That's right, you and ZZ.
Oh, I don't understand that play. That was a pretty weird one. He wants 6-2 or 5-3 or double 4s. 2-1 is terrible. 5-4 will come in, of course. Wow. That's some Mochi dice right there.
Yep. You call it Mochi dice?
Well, he's a 2-time world champ for a reason, right?
Well, Jorgen's a 3-time world champ, and it didn't help him last match. When is it a redouble? I guess because at this score you have to take a long time.
Very rarely, and he's like close to 94 for something percent redouble.
Really? You don't calculate double points, do you? Or
No.
you just instinctively know?
I know.
Wow. The double point is at the point at which you would redouble. What your winning percentage would have to be to redouble. And it's very, very high at the score to give a 4 cube away.
6-4, Jesus.
Mochi's a favorite in this match, but not enough.
That's
in
a
this game.
pretty decent shot.
In this game, but not enough to recube.
Yeah, redoubling here would be pretty sick.
He's thinking about it, though. He's thinking about it.
No, he's not. I doubt it.
Why isn't the clock moving?
Oh, the transcriber's lost.
Oh, they're stopping for the transcriber. Okay. That's a good reason. They were moving very fast. These bear-offs are so fast, it's hard for any transcriber to keep up. Ah, Mochi's stretching.
It's
That's
6-4, 5-3, bud. Come on. Okay, let's go.
2.08. And all I did was talk about the big mistakes he made. What's going on here? This world is crazy. They have players this good that can make big mistakes and still play at 2. It's a whole new world from what it was 10 years ago. Even just 10 years ago. And
That's not good.
no, not a good shot.
Oliver wants something big. 5-3 is
That's
still
reasonable.
not bad.
Reasonable.
4-1 is not good now.
No.
Oliver really needs to win this game, actually.
Come off the 6, I
He's
think.
desperate for
Yeah,
him.
off the 6 is right by a lot.
4-2 is okay.
Oliver needs 6s. Needs to roll some 6s.
Yeah, he needs a couple 6s here. 4 and 2, okay.
Mediocre.
Probably
Now you go to
5-1.
the ace, don't
yeah,
you?
I think so.
You go to the ace is right by a lot. No, Mochi, go to the ace. So only a 5% error if he doesn't. But when you're winning, you want to protect against small numbers like aces, and you don't want to stack. Also, when you come out the 6, if you do roll another 6, you wasted that 1 pip, that extra dot on the dice. You don't get to use it. It's like erasing the 6 off of all the dice and turning it into a 5. He found it. He found it. It's only a 5% error, but that 5% at this point in the game, it's critical. No, Mochi, wrong play.
Oh, that was a really weird mistake from Mochi.
Yeah, that's not a hard one to figure out either.
Okay, 3 is good, 4 not so much, but it
Yeah.
takes off in 3.
Very close. Look at this. They both are very close.
4-3 misses, and
miss
Oliver's
is
a
big.
pretty big favorite.
This
right
is huge there. If he'd have taken 2 off there, it would be a monster factor.
now. Yeah, Mochi needs a set.
Yeah, now he needs a set. That was a big to miss. Really, really big. Okay, Mochi.
Come on, don't get it. Getting it would be cruel.
Okay, this is it. Double 2s or greater. Double 2s or greater.
Oof.
No, he didn't get it. Very close game. Now the match is getting closer too. 6 away, 4 away.
Two checker and a 2 point would have been a redouble, yeah. That's dead cube's always a redouble.
Yeah, 28% winning chances. For the
5
opponent.
is not really good, to be honest. 4-3, Mochi's never gonna split. You just bring 2 down, of course. Oliver wants to hit one of those guys, and he does. That's nice.
You can see they're both playing a little faster. Look at that. Ollie's got 2 minutes on the clock and Mochi's got 5.
4-3
How
must
often do you
make
see
the
that
anchor.
how often do you see Mochi having
More clock than
time?
the guy? Not
Yeah.
often.
That's a good bet that
But
I'd like Morton
I'll
Holmes.
make you a bet. I've never, ever had less time than the opponent.
Never, ever, ever?
I don't think so, no.
If you play me, you'll lose that bet.
Okay, 3-1. You can make the 5, but then it just gives too much momentum to the opponent, so this is a better play.
Yeah, making the 5 is a blunder there. Hitting is usually better than making the point in the early game.
Not always, but here, yes.
Usually, I said usually. I never say never.
Never say never. 2-2 is good.
Ooh,
It hits and
It's a
safeties and
the 11.
oh, look at this. Switching is clearly right.
Wow. It's a blunder not to switch.
It makes perfect sense once you see it, but it's not so easy to see.
I wouldn't see it either. Wow, switch to make the ace point. Holy cockaloli. Who sees that play?
Let's see if Oliver can see it.
Oliver's he's a two PR player. He'll see it.
Yeah.
He didn't even look
no,
at it.
he
Didn't
didn't.
look at
He didn't see
He
it.
never touched the right
It
checkers.
was not. That's what usually switches are very easy to see, but for some reason that one kind of messed the head a little
That's a
bit.
bot play, that switch. Most humans wouldn't make that play.
3-6 will hit off the anchor or
Sure.
there. I mean,
Sure.
not off the anchor. Sorry. 4-1 makes the 20 point. You don't need that hit right now.
I think the 20-point hit is clear. Oh, hey, look, the hit is close, .004. Look how
Yeah,
close
because
that
you
is.
don't really need 3 anchors right now. So it's saying the hit and try to build a forward game makes sense, but I think a 20 point.
The score makes me want to play the 20-point more, too. I want to anchor
that's,
more.
That's also a pretty big reason for
Yeah.
the 20 points.
You know what? The score, I want to make high anchors to not get gammoned when I'm leading in the match. And Mochi's going to do that, too. He got it right. He got it right. It's only .024, but it seems like it would be bigger than that.
Nah, I could see the merits for hitting. You're trying to play forward game.
Yeah, he doesn't want to play a back game.
You don't need the 3
You don't want to
anchors
play
right now.
back games when you're way ahead in the match. You want to go forward. You don't want to get caught in the switches between a back game and a forward game.
Okay, Mochi chooses this play, which is not a big mistake at all.
No.
5-6 gets rewarded for Mochi's play. Of course, she's never ever doubling this. 5-4 now. Can that hit? It cannot. But so you have to come
I
out.
think you hit. No, I think you hit and make
no,
the anchor.
No, you don't do that.
You don't hit a 3 and make the
There's
anchor.
no reason to dump the play to the 3-point. It's too
Wow.
impure. You have to create flexibility and robustness and purity.
Great names.
Well, that's the Mark Olson names, right? That's what he's
well,
basically
robustness.
throwing all those names.
Robustness, I think, is more Roberti's.
You have to come out here. You
Yeah.
can't hit because it's too
Wow,
impure.
I would have hit. I admit it.
Okay, there's 1, 2, 3, and obviously just
hit
gonna hit
another checker.
again. Yeah, send them all back. And if Mochi dances here, I'm doubling. I don't even care. 2-6 is a double. I don't care.
Yeah, at this score,
It is a big no
big
double.
no double.
Okay, I would have goofed for that one for sure.
Yeah, I would be tempted to double. Now I don't like it. Now Mochi's got a
Now he should step
super
up.
back game. Yeah. Now, if this doesn't bust their PRs, nothing will. Come on.
2-1 makes the advanced anchor. You don't need that hit.
How are they going to play a 2
Oh, you
PR
do need
after
that
this
hit.
game?
Yeah, this is not easy. Not so easy. The idea there was the hit, and hopefully he hits you off the ace point, which is why that was better. 4-2 does this is lack of anything better to do. 3-3 will hit and probably just make the 15 points. Keep it simple is usually the way to go in these types of games.
You're
That's
right.
fine.
You're right.
That's a fine
That's
play.
fine. That's okay.
4-6 comes out, of course.
Yep. Mochi was not wanting to play a back game when you're leading 3 away, 6 away. But
1-5 will make the bar. That's a nice roll.
yeah. Now I'm thinking of the cube. I think Ollie's got to activate gammons here.
5-1 will come out and probably
Ooh.
play 8-7. Oh, you can't play 8-7 with it, sorry.
Yeah.
6-2 will bring it down to the 7 and play 18-16, I think. Look at this 18-12, 13-11 play. That's kind of complicated. 5-2, you don't need to hit now. You just play 8-3, 6-4, I think.
I would have slotted 2 points.
But the best play is this one that Mochi's
Yeah,
about to
I
make.
would have slotted
which is a
2
nice
points, just
play,
like
'cause
you.
You don't care about getting hit here.
Getting hit actually helps. Now this hurts. This hurts Ollie. It hurts the timing.
Oh, that's terrible.
It's a terrible roll. This really helps the timing for Mochi.
So 1 is for sure. You have to come down. Where's the last 3?
The three in.
Well, 1, 2, 3 is forced, basically. Then you either bring it in or play 16-8. And I don't want to play 3 checkers or 5 checkers on the 3 point, so I'll just go 16
so
to
you
8.
leave a trouble shot?
Yeah.
Triple shot?
Yeah. Bait him off the anchor.
A triple shot. No, he did. Good play. And Mochi, will he hit?
I think you
He
should.
can hit and cover.
Yeah, you can hit and cover. It makes it pretty clear.
And it's right by a ton. Oh, that's it. Now hit. He does. Okay. Nothing else is close.
This is the wrong game to have when you have 1 minute on your clock. This reminds me of the UBC between Mochi and Hideaki in the back game there when they were both running low. You have to hit, of course, because you want to try to prime him going forward. This is a sizable mistake.
Yeah, not hitting is a 151 error. Like I said, this is a PR buster game. Kind of game where even the best players are going to mess up.
Good
And
play.
XG isn't necessarily right, too.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people don't trust XG in these games either.
I'm one of them. I don't completely trust it.
Moshi's never timed out ever. He's not going to time out. It's impossible. The chances that are like one in
I've seen him down to 2 and 3 seconds, though.
Well, yeah, but he still never times out.
But he makes me nervous when he lets it get down that low. Isn't Oliver down to 1 minute?
Oliver's down to 1:09, yeah.
And Mochi's down to, and we still have quite a few games to go. This is going to be speed gammon from here on.
4
I
or
like
5
that.
dances. Now, Mochi wants to flood the outfield.
Boy, I'd hate to be the transcriber from now on.
I think just 18 to 13 seems fine.
Right.
You don't really want to come out from the back. You rather point at the 7. Now you want to come out from the back. 4-1 is not really a good roll to do that. So 15-10 seems fine. Oliver needs to come in here, actually, before Mochi can spran the outfield
In and
too
out.
much.
In and out.
Yeah,
Bar
there's no other
18.
play. You're not going to leave a
You
double
don't,
shot
mind,
by
you don't
hitting.
mind getting hit? You want to get slowed down?
6-5 hits and
to the
probably
bar.
comes out. No, it comes out.
Yeah, to the bar.
Okay, yeah.
To the 18.
2-4 is terrible.
Forced.
Mochi never has a double, by the way. Needs to build a 7-point and escape some of those guys before he can even consider it. 5-4 leaves it slotted. Probably plays 18 to
You
9.
wouldn't make the 3 point?
There's no reason to make the 3. You got to stay pure, right?
Yeah, the 3 point's really wrong.
Good play.
Great play. Double threes is terrible.
This is almost a double.
This is terrible.
I think this is a double,
That
actually.
destroyed his game.
You win so many games here. Just some threats, volatility,
Yeah.
IQ.
Such a bad game. I would too. Especially with the score.
Now, the take is not so easy for me. I realize you're down 12-9, but if he can
It's a-
roll a 3 or a 2 and like a 4 or
It's
something
borderline
with it,
take.
it's over.
It is a take, but it's very small take.
No, I would pass it.
Good cube by Mochi. This is beautiful cube. That was such a horrible roll for Ali. I call that a destroyer.
I don't think Oliver will take it. He's passing this before. It just seems you lose too often here. How can you ever win this game? Even if you
You're
get the
playing Mochi. You're playing Mochi. You're losing.
Yeah, but
6 to
Oliver's
3.
playing almost as good as Mochi. He's
You
playing
take
2.5.
Oliver doesn't think he's as good as Mochi, does he? Almost is the right word. He's getting close. I know I'm grabbing it. He took it. I was right. I wish Carter was sitting here. I would have been $10.
Okay, congratulations. It's over. 2015 doesn't roll 1-6. It's done.
Ollie's got a huge recube the first time he could smell any. Oops, goodbye.
That's it. GG's.
How could he take that cube? I would have taken it too.
3-2 spams the outfield.
Yeah,
Probably makes it 15 points.
I would have just played 2015 myself.
2017, 15, 13 probably has more covers for the 9-point, which is why it's better. There's no reason to do this, I don't think, because now if he can roll like double 1 or something, he has a good game. Okay.
Oops.
And the Gamon threat is on. There's a second guy. And you should hit with the 1 and go to 14 with the 2, because that's how you get maximum covers for the 9 points. 2-6 at least gives Oliver a little bit of
All right,
life.
so now you make the 6 prime. They're waiting for the transcriber because they're playing so fast because they're both low on the clock. Oh, it looks like Oliver has 4 minutes. We misread it. Oliver has 4 minutes and 13 seconds, doesn't he? And Mochi has 2 minutes and 48 seconds. That's what it looks like to me. I don't know where we thought Ali was down lower.
No, he has 41 seconds.
41.3 seconds?
It's correct. Like everything is correct.
Oh, I'm reading it wrong. I thought it was 4 minutes and 13 seconds.
5 is good. 3 does whatever you want. Oh, you're not even supposed to make the 9 point because you want him rolling 1-6. That's very tactical.
You know, the clock might be another reason for Ali to take. Shorten the match. You want to shorten the match when your clock is low.
Yeah, but you still want to win at the same time, right? Does that slot the 3? It does. I do
A
that.
faster play, and boy, this is fun. For everybody but Aziv, who's doing the transcription. Fun.
6-1.
Make it.
Sure. And these you need to find some trap plays here. Look at the XG
Yeah,
play.
I don't see where the 1 is. It doesn't matter.
I don't think Mochi will make a trap play with 2 minutes on his
not
clock.
until you need to have another blot, I think.
6-5 probably just brings both guys in. Yeah, XG wants to make the trap play to go for the Gamon, but it's not so easy when you're in the spot and you have 2 minutes on your clock.
They didn't want the trap play then. Not that roll. Not yet. Now with a 3-point board and no blot, it's still not trap play. I
Now
like
what you're
it.
supposed to do
It's
is-
got to be 2-point board with a blot for the trap play to really be right.
Well, that's what he had. He had a 2-point board and a block.
Yep.
4-2, maybe just clear to 7 points. Okay, 13-7 seems fine as well. 2-1, we'll probably just play 7-5 and then 4-3. It's fine.
It's the right play.
Oliver's gonna need to roll the set he needs as soon as Mochi breaks his prime.
So,
So right now you give him bad 5-1, right? You clear to 7 and go to the 4.
yeah. And you'd rather give him double 5s than double 6s. Oh, no, Mochi, that's not the right play.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
Not that bad, but I'd rather give him double 5s than double 6s.
And there's no gain on 5-1.
No gain on 5-1. That's wrong, Mochi.
Gets punished? Nope, not yet.
It's also double jeopardy in clearing the 7-point.
That's
Just bring it
7-4 if
in.
I've ever seen one.
Bring it into the set.
Six 4, okay. Now if Mochi can punish him here, it's over.
Mochi needs to hit him, and he won't
He
point
does.
on him.
He does.
All right. And he'll slot the, you slot
Yeah,
on the next play. Ooh, good thing he pointed at him. He rolled a double 6.
Does that count? No.
No, that doesn't count.
Oh, that's
Terrible roll.
Well,
Goes to the ace.
it's not that bad.
Goes to the ace.
It's not that bad.
Not what he wanted. He wanted to win a gammon and end the match, and he's not going to do that now.
So Oliver's gonna have 11% here.
So you said there's no math in backgammon, and you know these numbers.
Well,
Huh?
I'm playing so many 7-point matches. I just memorized all these take points.
You mean equities?
Sure.
That was match equity point.
Well, it's
Yeah.
it's a take point if he wants to redouble here with the
I see.
score, right?
I got you.
It's the same thing. I think it's like 11.3% or something like that.
Wow. I'm impressed
Why?
that you know that, because I thought you weren't conscious of these numbers things.
Well, just because I don't know math doesn't mean I can't memorize some numbers.
Well, and there's a difference between math and arithmetic. Math is more of a theoretical approach, and arithmetic is just dealing with numbers, plus and minus, and divide, subtract. I learned that from Art Benjamin, who knows something about both.
He wasn't going up. He was at 44.3, now he's at 43.3.
Okay, so we have Crawford. It should say Crawford. That means that for one game, Oliver cannot double. So Mochi gets a free shot at winning without having to worry about getting the cube. If Oliver wins this game, the Crawford no longer applies, and he can double on the first roll, and he should after this game if he wins. Now, the real question is, do gammons matter very much? Well,
Yes.
he needs 6 points to win, and winning 1 point or 2 points makes a big difference. And so you do think about gammons here. Oliver should be trying to win a gammon, and Mochi does need to protect from it some. If for example, Oliver had 10 or 8, then gammons would be of very little matter. So this is the only thing you worry about at Crawford games. And I promise you think about that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know that.
Yeah.
Okay,
The guys, if you're odd away, you need to win a gammon.
right.
It's as simple as that.
And he's odd away. He needs. No, he's not odd away.
Even away. He's at an odd.
Even
He's at an
away.
odd score.
Okay, if he's even away, you need to
Yeah.
win a gammon. You said it wrong.
Sorry.
You're going to screw up every. You're going to have to go back and rewrite a whole bunch of books.
Okay, this is good play. Apparently starting the 5 was slightly better, but no big deal. 3-1, we'll just play 8-7 and slot the 3 points. 6-6, nice roll.
Wow, it's a great roll.
There's no gammons here, but it wins a ton of games.
Great roll. He's a 70% favorite to win the game now with that double 6.
And it would be a double if this is an even money play.
Yeah, but again, he's not allowed to double in a Crawford game. I actually take the cube and take it off the table, and so that nobody gets mixed up.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah, I always take it off the table when it's a dead cube, when it's Crawford.
6-4, maybe he should just go off the 18, I'm not so sure. It seems hard for Oliver to leave him a shot, so maybe it's
Yeah,
worth
but
it
you
to
also
just go.
slow his progress down and the ability to come in smoothly by staying.
Not much. Okay, well now
Now
he's
I
gotta
would go after the 18.
The Mochi dice is in full effect. It's unbelievable.
It's 0-0 pip count. The even game.
Oliver's a big favorite now, though.
Ollie's up 10. Well, 60-40 favorite.
5-2 is not the best. Maybe does that and comes down, I guess, maybe.
Yep.
Seems like the Mochi
That's
play.
fine.
All these racing plays are going to be really close, so
Yep.
take your poison.
It's all about in the luck now. Mochi needs a couple of big rolls and the match is over. And he can't lose 2 points here no matter what. So he doesn't have to worry about that gammon factor. I bring 2 in.
Sure. Ooh, that's not a
Yuck.
good roll.
It's a yucky roll.
What do you do with this?
8-7 so that your aces come in.
Sure. Yeah, I play 6-4.
Yeah, I don't slot the 2 point because that makes your too much of a stack. 6-4 is a reasonable play. It's 0-0-0 whether you slot the 4 there or not. Just bring them in. Well, Mochi's probably going to roll big doubles and win the match. That's been the modus operandi.
Not if he keeps rolling 4-1 and 2-1 and stuff like that. Nice roll.
Oh, that's an icer. To me, that's icing on the cake. That's it.
Hard to win now, is Mochi.
Yes, I think Mochi's going to have to roll 2 big doubles now. And if I were Mochi, I would save my big doubles for the next game. But I don't think he's got a choice. Oh, that's,
If I was Oliver, I'd also save my big doubles for the next game.
yeah, that's right. They should both now because this game is over. This game is over. Okay. 5 away, 1 away.
So if Oliver
Post-Crawford, if I'm Ollie, I would double.
you double straight away,
I would double straight away.
I guess it's pretty hard to trick the Mochi, man.
Yeah, Mochi does not have a free drop. He has to take everything. And some people play the games. The problem with playing the games is sometimes you overshoot your market. And that would be a horrible mistake. So you could play the game if there's just no way you could lose your market. Other ways, take points like 3%. It's hard to lose your market. So you can play around a little bit. And XG will not ding you for playing around. XG likes that.
By the way, I never do the Post-Crawford trick.
Never? You.
Just because if I'm so lucky to have him in a position where he's forced to drop, I'd rather play it because this is a Gammonish position anyway.
I always use the trick because it's a great way to insult your opponent. By letting him say, you're saying to him, I think you might make a mistake. I mean, if you can't insult somebody, what's the fun of playing? It's like Mochi slotting with a 4-1. He's just saying, I'm better than you. Okay, now take away that Crawford sign and put Post-Crawford.
So what's Oliver's match chances here?
1 away, 5 away?
Post-Crawford?
Post-Crawford? I wish I knew. Neil's numbers should tell you.
Over 20%, I think.
Oh, I think it's 26%. I actually can tell you. 1 away, 5 away, Post-Crawford. I know this stuff because I have it in my phone. I'm sure somebody in the chat could tell us in a second. Save me from looking it up.
Double sixes, what a roll for Mochi. 5-6, it's not good.
15.8%.
15.8, okay.
What? 15.82.
No, impossible.
Huh?
That's what it is at 1 away,
Oh,
5 away Crawford. Post-Crawford would change that a little bit.
Post-Crawford, 19%.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah, 19.01. Thank you, Neil Casaros, for all the work you've done on match equity tables. And David Rockwell also was very much involved in that. But the latest table that I have is the Casaros table.
4-2, you just make the 4, I think. There's no reason to hit this guy.
Yeah, you don't need a gammon. That cube is still in the center.
There's no threats from all of
Yeah,
us. There's
Tebow
no-
forgot to give the cube at Post-Crawford.
Yeah, I saw that.
Last year, Chris Rogers forgot. So it happens. People forget at
Well,
Post-Crawford to give the cube.
he's not forgetting. You just can afford to wait because he's doing the trick.
But they forgot because it was not. There was no free.
Sure,
He
sure.
had a free drop. So then it's really a mistake not to cube.
What would you do here?
4-1. I'm doing whatever Mochi says is right. 39.87. I probably would have slotted wrong.
No, you can't slot because it lets Oliver step up with the tempo.
This double six. I wouldn't call that a good roll.
No, it's a terrible roll.
It's a bad roll.
What's that? I don't know.
Me what?
3-2 makes the 5.
What was your question, Terry?
Let's see if Oliver's clock's going up. No, that's impossible. 1-2 hits and steps up. That's a great roll. And if he dances here, you have to cube. Yeah, you have to cube. And this is where it's not so easy to tell if this is a take or not. Okay, so this is an easy take. How can his clock be going up? It's a backgammon clock.
It's less than what's supposed to be doing. All right, just double check. Thank you.
3-5 hits back. 1-6. He really needs a fan out of Mochi now. If
This
Mochi
is a
comes
big
in, it
swing
should be
roll.
game over,
Big
yeah.
swing roll, and he performed.
Yeah, he performed really
Performed well. Makes the point.
Oliver needs to blitz him out. He does. He hits and makes a 3 point. Blitz to escape is usually the right idea. 1-5, you must hit. And Oliver needs an ace really badly now.
There's no alternative to hitting. Nothing that looks like anything that makes sense. Okay. This is a very, very big roll, though.
Dancing here might be game over.
What else is he thinking about doing?
I don't understand. He has to do this. He
has to hit.
just doesn't like his 5.
He has to hit.
2-5, nice roll. He needs Mochi to dance.
Yeah, you were wrong about the Oliver's clock. He's got 2 minutes.
40 seconds.
No, it's 24 seconds.
Are you sure?
Yes. 24.1 seconds.
I think it's 2 minutes and 41. Oh, okay. Okay.
Come on, Oliver. Roll at 6. Show us why you win all these super jackpots.
Wow. Look where we are here. You missed it.
Last chance.
He missed the 6. Exciting game.
Well, Mochi still needs a 6.
No, he doesn't have to have a 6. He can still, it would be helpful, but he can still let Ali crash.
6.
Oh, there's a 6. Whoa, we got matched now. This match is not over.
6-2.
Oh, he's in.
Yeah, Oliver needs to get around.
He's in. 6-4 is right. I would have been tempted to play 7-5.
It did actually go up 1 second. How did it do that? I don't understand what's going on. 3-2, you must... Oh, wow.
You can't volunteer a direct.
I don't know.
double,
You
gotta
might
correct.
have to, though.
No, off the 4 is right. It's the right
I
play.
might just come down. Hey, off the 3s and 2s is going to hit you a lot of the times anyway.
9 is not a
that
hitter.
time.
18-9 is right. 18-9 is the correct play here. You still want to get that double shot in the back. And you don't want to crack your board.
I would not do that. I would just break the 7, I think.
I would have broken the 7 too. Absolutely broken the 7. But I don't play at 2.06 PR. That's the play. Nice play, Mochi.
All at once. Anything but that.
Whoa, he's got more shots.
That's terrible. Now it's pretty clear to do
9s
that.
and 10s. 9s and 10s for Mochi. Show me why you're the best in the world, Mochi. Roll a 9 or 10.
4-1, not going to cut it.
It's not a great roll.
You have to play 9-5, 4-3. This is
That's
pretty
right.
clear.
Got to. All right, he needs to roll over a 10.
6-1 is worse.
Oh, his
So hit backs will be 6-1, 4-1, and 4-3. 6 numbers. 4-6 is not going to cut it. You have to come in
come
low
on the 4 and pray.
and come out. This is correct.
Pray that you get another shot. There are some high numbers here. Leave shots.
3-2, you have to hit. Yes, you have to hit because if he rolls a 6, he's out of your hair.
Ah. And there are a couple of gammons when you hit, too. That's another reason you hit. You can pick up a couple gammons and...
Oof, that was a close one.
What a game this was. It
That
could
was a
have
good
easily gone either way several times. We got match, baby. We got an exciting match going here. Ryan, I'm so happy you stopped by.
Thank you.
Your commentary is excellent. You seem to know something about the game,
Just a little bit.
just a little bit. It's gin. It is gin rummy.
Look at that
Without the
PRs.
cube,
2 to 2.5.
Yeah, great PRs, great match we're watching. You don't see many matches like this. Like I said, the only other match I've seen this week that comes close to this is you and Zedek. All right, we still have no free drop for Mochi. He has to take virtually any cube,
Including this 3-1.
including the 3-1. Take point is .024.
3-2 is just a big cube.
Split. He
Yeah, but
needs that anchor.
which split do you do?
He needs that anchor.
Usually the right
tight.
idea is this play. Mochi
They're a
knows it.
tie. They're about a tie.
But it's worth it to know the second plays. I don't know why he didn't double there.
He's playing the game.
Well,
Come down because
yeah,
you're
you
on
come down
Gammon
for
Go.
sure.
You turn the cube and win a gammon, you win the match. So you play for gammons. Come down. Don't play defense here.
4-2. You must play 23 and 10-6. Yeah, that's it's not an easy play to find, but it makes a ton of sense because it just plays safe.
It is not an easy game to play.
Good play by Mochi. This has to be a double now because double 6 is just game over.
Yeah, you can't take a chance on losing your market. Big take. You gotta like Ollie's position here.
5-3. What do you do with this? Maybe just 13 to 5.
Huh. I was thinking about the split here, but I guess
No,
it's
there's
wrong.
no reason to split. You're playing heavily Gammon Go,
You're
right?
splitting into, no, he's splitting.
If the score is reversed, they'd be running all the way. But now
15
you just
seconds left for Ollie.
want
on
to
the
bring
clock.
as much wood in as they can.
15 seconds on the clock for Ollie.
5-4, I think he should run. I don't think he should hit. It leaves a little bit too much.
Running is right. Running is right. Mochi found it. You're going to play speed gammon in one of the biggest money matches
Wow,
you
what a
can
roll
play.
that is. Hit and switch. Go for the gammon full time. That's very clear.
Is he going to see the switch?
He should see it. It's
Will
a
he
very,
see
it's a
the
very
switch?
clear play for the gammons.
Oh, he didn't see it.
No, he's got to see the switch.
He didn't see
Come
it.
on, Oliver.
He didn't
Come on,
see it.
Oliver.
It's the clock that stopped him. That's why you should need
Ah,
more
that's a
time
bad
on the
play.
clock. That's why you don't let the clock get this low. This is a huge money game, and he missed a big play that he would not have missed if he had time. You and I both know that.
Yeah, he would have found that.
He would have found it.
2-1. It's a good roll, though.
Great roll. Mochi's in trouble here.
Wow.
Mochi is in trouble. Make
Not
the
anymore.
bar. Make the bar.
Well, let's see. If you make the bar, you're leaving sevens
right.
and eights. This leaves all aces plus 2, 6, and 5,
It's
3,
still-
and 4, 4.
It's the bar.
But it still makes the bar, and apparently making the bar is worth it. Good play. 2-3 is not what he wanted, although he needs to split.
You
No,
need
no,
to
no.
step up.
Yes, this is
You need to
correct.
step up.
This is fine. 2-1. Will he needs to play as safe as he can, and that looks like just this play that Mochi's about to find.
Ollie would like to come out, and he does
Can't.
not.
Just lost a 2, I
He
guess.
does not. No, both in.
Sure.
They're both good plays. That's fine.
Mochi really wants like a 6-1 here. 6-5 is actually
This
not
is
good.
not
but
what he wants
he's
at all.
He's forced to play safe.
He's forced to play safe. Go to the ace. Go to the deuce, I mean.
4-1 comes out. You don't want to get pointed on anything stupid. Oh, look at this. You're not supposed to
It
come
was
out.
wrong.
That's
Remember, your gammons,
Yeah.
gammons are very big here.
that's why it's a mistake to come out.
That's
Double threes.
exactly
I
why.
think he should come forward here, even if he's still trailing after the roll, just because you got to get by somehow.
It's very wrong not to come off the 18.
Is it?
Yeah.
Where would like this play be?
I don't know. It's off the chart.
4-2 covers. You just cover. I don't think you do that. Oh, you do that. Nice play.
Because you're winning the race. I think you think about racing.
Yeah, but I would thought the cover was still worth it. Double 1, okay. 4-2, safety. You don't want to get hit now. Three, 1. I guess you just cover, sure.
Sure.
6-2 is not really the good roll, but you're just
okay.
forced to
Doesn't
play the
leave shots.
2 point. Look at that 3-1 play. I wonder how many people would find that one. Wow, Mochi
Big
dice.
roll for Mochi.
Mochi dice.
Mochi. That could be the match, that roll.
I wish I could roll like Mochi.
That could be the match. I bet you Mochi rolls like anybody else. He just looks like better because he puts himself in the great positions all the time.
4-1
That
brings
was
2.
huge. Huge roll for Mochi. He's now a favorite. Went from a dog to a favorite in one roll
Yeah, Oliver needs some good rolls here.
for the whole match.
5-3 plays to the 5.
Mochi's a 60-40 favorite to win the game and the match.
That double 5 would have been such a good play too. It's too bad he couldn't find it.
2 in. 2 in's right.
He's only 50-50. He's pretty well 50-50 here. Oliver can roll a 6x. He's in good shape.
He
That's
did.
6x.
Big roll. Wow. It is a 50-50 game. Wow, you could flip a coin. You could flip a coin.
Oh,
Oh, that's why they call him Mochi. Wow. He had 2 big rolls in this sequence.
and 6-5 to maximize your double 5s, I guess.
Wow. He's a huge favorite now to win the match. And a 6, no, 4-3. Ollie's going to have to really get hot dice now. And he does. It's a great roll.
That's not good enough.
Not good enough so far, but it's helping. It's getting him there. Mochi does. Oh, my goodness. Mochi with 3 big doubles to ice the match.
That's
Look at
rough.
that. He's playing at 1.9.
Yeah, good play.
You got to say that It wasn't just the rolls that made Mochi win when you play at 1.9.
Well, Mochi got very lucky.
He deserves. He got lucky in this game. He got a few lucky rolls there, but you can't tell me a 1.9 player got lucky. You can't. Yeah, I just won't. I won't even listen to those words. And Ali played under 3. Very, very fine match under real pressure and real time pressure too. A wonderful, wonderful match, and I get to go to dinner finally. 10 o'clock. Come back at 10. Come back at 10 for the round of 8 in the World Championships, and we got a lot of great matches coming up. This was a fantastic match. Again, Mochi showing with his PR and his win and his play why he's the best in the world. He is still number 1 in my book, in everybody's book, I think. But Wilcox Snellings is still alive in the main, and we're going to see him at 10 o'clock. Thank you, everybody. Smash the like button, and we'll see you soon. Great match. David Wells, how'd you do? No? Sorry. How'd you do? And you lost the doubles too? I thought you were still playing.